Hey, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Jacques T. Morris here in Atlanta, Georgia. Today is, what is today? Sunday, December the 1st, 2019. And want to welcome you to our team November recap, as well as our team training. We have a few announcements and just all type of good things to share. Most definitely, man, we want to celebrate and acknowledge some of you. Well, want to acknowledge all of you, ladies and gentlemen, not just some of you. However, I want to acknowledge all of you and thank you for showing up live. And for those of you that are able to catch the recording, hey, we acknowledge you too. Because again, this is a team, this is a family. Man, we're developing and establishing our own culture, if you will. And again, I couldn't be more excited about the progress that we've made. And one of the things that I most definitely want you, ladies and gentlemen, to understand is that life and business is all about progress. And that's from day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year. We are very, very, very early in this particular process. And you'll probably hear me saying that more than likely for the next year, how early we are in this particular process and how much we all are learning. However, there's still a ton more yet to learn. And again, if you'll just commit, like really, really commit and focus, you're going to make progress. And everybody is going to progress at different speeds or different rates, if you will. But just understand that, again, as I mentioned earlier, showing up, like literally showing up, that's probably the biggest part of the process. Can you show up to the trainings? Can you show up, consistently in your business? Can you do that when you don't feel good? Can you do that when you're not getting the results that you desire? Can you consistently show up and be on the playing field and actually show by your example, okay? Because, hey, we all can talk about it, but how many of us are really going to be about it? Can we show, ladies and gentlemen, by our examples that we're committed to this particular process, so that way when others come after us, again, they have good examples to follow, okay? Because we've developed and we've grown into those leaders that we need to be in order to move and propel this business forward to whatever income goals or whatever business goals it is that you desire. All right. So with that in mind, I'm going to quickly, let me transition over here to, and I have all this up. Okay. All right. So first things first, let me go to the leadership in action. All right. Leadership in action. So as many of you already know, the Leadership in Action is our monthly leadership magazine. This one, it couldn't be more appropriately titled or categorized, if you will. It says, want to build your business, develop directors. And ironically enough, we're going to be talking about that a little bit later in our training. And that's something that we're really going to emphasize during this month of December, helping you ladies and gentlemen to develop into directors, okay? So over there in the chat box, and I don't know where it's at, it's over there to the right, I think, somewhere. Anyway, if you're committed to becoming a director during the month of December, I just want you to type the word director, D-I-R-E-C-T-O-R. I want to know, man, who's committed, who's on the playing field with me, so that way I know where exactly to direct my time and attention, because I only have so much time and I only have so much energy, and I really want to know, like, man, who's committed to this process, because doggone it, I want to help you to reach director and beyond. So again, put director over there. If you can find the chat, I would tell you exactly where to go. I guess there's a menu and something that says chat, and then type in the word director. Let's see here. So, oh man, this is great. I'm loving it. Let's see here. Okay, Stacia says director. Miss B says director. Let's see here. Christopher Davis, director. Miss Cherise, Dancy, director. Beth says director. Rena, director. Alva, director. And I know there's some others. You probably can't find it on there. But again, if you can, hey, type in director. Sheila says director. Awesome. See, this is awesome. Glenda, director. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, again, it's definitely going to be my commitment to help you, ladies and gentlemen, to reach director. And we should have, we should have 20 people that reach director during this month of December. And again, we're going to break down, throughout the course of the month, ways that we can do that. So this is the newest Leadership in Action magazine for the month of December. And this actually has October's production in it. So just really, really quickly in here, Frank, Mr. Vandersloot, the CEO, he says, our future depends on our focus. See, there's a ton of opportunities. There's a ton of things that we can do. But the reality is, if we spread ourselves too thin, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to be ultra productive at any of those things. We may be moderately productive. However, you know, it's up to us to really decide what is it that we want out of this particular business. So here, man, I love that scene right there. The mountains. Just going to thumb through this real quick. Just kind of go through some of the pages. This is the Executive Leadership Council. You can learn more about that. Listen, I don't know about anybody else, but when I open up this magazine and I look at these figures, 875,000, 200,000, 377,000, 2.6 million, 408,000, 493,000, 538,000, 2.7 million, 1.3 million, 5.1 million, 10 million. I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that I'm in the right place with the right company, with the right products, doing the right things with the right team. Like there's no doubt, there's no reservation, there's no hesitation, there's no what's that word? Vacillating. Like there's no limping on two different opinions, wondering, oh, is this the right thing? No, none of that. This is it. Like, this is it. And I also know that the only difference between myself and these individuals that are listed here on the page is consistency, work ethic, mindset. Like, that's what it is, okay? So let's go ahead and move forward. Jefferson Green, Corporate Director 4, Mark and Myrna, Atha, Corporate Directors 3s. Like, everybody, like, man, I can't wait to actually get the physical copy because I'll have to enlarge it to see this digital copy. But the reality is they're sharing how to develop directors, and this is really, really key. Aaron Clark, Corporate Director 4, again, how to develop directors. So these are the other wait, hold on, this here. This, I briefly read about this. These ladies were talking about how it is that they're leveraging social media to make connections with individuals in order to acquire and enroll more customers, which obviously builds the business, okay? So let's just really, really speed up back here. And, here we go. So I don't know if any of you recognize this guy right here. Let me zoom in and kind of scroll down, and whoa, here we go. Let's go back the other way. All right, man, hold on. All right, this guy right here. Do any of you guys recognize this guy? Listen, if you want to know what I looked like when I was 21, there it is right there, okay? Let's see here. All right, there it is, Jacques Morris. So this was the month of October. And what happens, ladies and gentlemen, is anytime you enroll 8 or more preferred customers in the month, you're actually going to be featured in a section in the Leadership in Action magazine called Expanded Circle of Influence. Circle of Influence, you get your name in the magazine by enrolling 4 or more preferred customers in a month. Expanded Circle of Influence, you get your picture in the magazine, which I think it has always been pretty cool. Mr. Greg Stinson was actually supposed to be featured in this magazine as a director and director 2 on Pacesetter. However, something happened whereby I don't know if the picture was submitted, but in our members area, when you click on my account and then you click on view all, there's a tab that says submit recognition photo. And I would love for all of you ladies and gentlemen to do that, because me being in here is cool. I've been in here, you know, for umpteen years ago. I want to see, or I would love to see, team members featured in this magazine, okay? And when I look at this page here, and I really just want you to understand the whole psychology of really what it takes to be successful in Melaleuca, okay? So this is like page 1 of the Expanded Circle of Influence, and I want you to understand, these are the top of the top enrollers for the month of October in Melaleuca. If somebody could make sure that you're on mute for me, please. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Okay. All right. So, man, there we go. All right. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. With only 10 enrollments, I was in the top 20 of all the marketing executives in the entire company when it comes to enrollments for the month of October. Jacques, why are you sharing that with us? Because I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, like, if you don't enroll 8 or if you don't enroll 10, like, that's cool. You know, the whole thing is really being consistent. And I've taught and shared with you before that our goal is to really help everybody to be able to consistently enroll 1 to 2 preferred customers week in, week out for an average of 4 to 8 a month. So, you know, most Melaleuca marketing executives don't enroll a lot of preferred customers. You know, man, I would say that I'm definitely of the exception based on past experience, business relationships, you know, sheer tenacity, mindset, work ethic, and a lot of other things. And any of you have the opportunity to be featured in this particular section wherever you want. It's just a matter of rolling up your sleeves and going to work. Okay, so that's what it is there. This was pretty cool. And I did submit a newer photo. So hopefully next month, they'll have the up-to-date, 2019 version of Jacques T. Morris, something like that. Because, man, I look at this young fella, and he more so looks like my son versus me. But nevertheless, it's cool. Now, something else I'll tell you. When you look at these names and you look at the incomes like Wright Thurston here, if we go back to the beginning of the magazine, Wright Thurston has earned in excess of $5 million with Melaleuca. Listen, this is good company to be hanging out with. These are movers and shakers in this particular company. You know, these are people that are making things happen. So again, in the right company, doing the right things, exhibiting leadership, and that's what the name of the magazine is called, Leadership in Action. So the goal is to have all of you leaders, okay? Because the goal is to develop leaders featured in this magazine, doing a number of different things, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and let's take that down. Now, let's briefly talk about the Melaleuca promotion for this month. All of your new preferred customers that you enroll during the month of December, they're going to get the 8-ounce Renew bottle as well as 3 of the luxury glycerin bath bars, okay? Hopefully you were able to listen to the business update call. Now, if we enroll, and that's all of us, enroll 2 preferred customers between the 1st and the 19th, you get 2 of the comfy jackets, okay? They're going to have the Melaleuca logo on them, and they're really, really nice. They're like oversized sweater, like shirts, like sleeping bags, like whatever, okay? Like, yeah, that's just what it is, okay? So 2 of those. All right. Well, I mean, yeah, actually enroll 2 preferred customers. Okay. Yeah, actually enroll 2 preferred customers and you're going to get 2 of those comfies. Okay. Enroll 2 preferred customers, you get 2 comfies with the Melaleuca logo. So that's good. Now, if you were a new preferred customer last month, if you just got started with us last month as a preferred customer, or when you bring on new preferred customers this month of December, you can offer the $1 memberships to new preferred customers. So leverage that, ladies and gentlemen, because again, I don't have the opportunity to utilize that. However, I'm still like I have some huge goals, okay? So leverage that. Now, this is what I'm excited about, the $500 guarantee. Ladies and gentlemen, if we can help you to reach director for the very first time during the month of December, guess what? You are going to receive no less than $500 on your check during the month, well, your check that actually comes out in January, okay? So minimum, you have to enroll 4 new preferred customers and reach director for the very first time during the month of December. You'll be guaranteed a $500 check. Now, I'll say this. There are some of you that are already set up for Director 2, and you have no idea like you're Director 2. There are some of you that have customers that are already in your business. You have business builders that are already in your business, and you didn't even put them there. Jacques, what are you talking about? Because of the work and the effort that I've personally put forth, as well as others on the team, you have customers and business builders that are falling into your respective organizations. Meaning you have money that is waiting on you. However, you have to roll up your sleeves and go to work. Now, this is not for everybody, but I want you to understand, long term, I'm continuing to enroll preferred customers. I'm continuing to build, and those new preferred customers have to fall somewhere within my respective customer group. And ideally speaking, that's going to be in a lot of your customer organizations. Jacques, how do I know if I have customers that are in my group? Okay, great question. You come here to Business Center, You come here to enrollments. You come here to enrollee changes. Okay. And let me see here. It's going to, all right, there we go. And let's see where it goes. Okay, so you go to Business Center, enrollments, enrollee changes, and then you're going to come to a screen that looks like this, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, what you want to do is click Continue. When you do, you're going to see everybody that's on your generation 1, and then when you click on their names, you're going to see the generation number 2. Okay, so here you can see the individuals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that are on my first generation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. Now, most of you will only have 5 spots available on your first generation. The reason I have 6 is because every time you develop a new director, you will actually gain another first generation spot, if you will. But as you can see, I can't put anybody else on my first generation. Everybody else falls below my first generation, to the second, to the third, to the fourth, to the fifth, sixth, seventh, and beyond. So I would say, hey, come here, man, click on, one of the names that may or may not be there, okay? And then you'll be able to see exactly what your organization looks like. And this is even if you haven't received a business report or check, you can actually look in this particular section and you can see that you have other customers in your customer group. Now, if you didn't put them there, by no means, don't contact them. Don't say, hey, what are you doing? Just let them be, okay? All right, so I wanted to cover that really quick. Now, let's take a look at what that's you and me, we as a team, we as a group, did during the month of November. All right, so first, well, as you can see here, Mo Luca actually has a message. Jacques and Tammy, congratulations on 56 new enrollments in your organization in November. So let me go ahead and pull this up here, and there we go. All right, so you ladies and gentlemen should be able to see this. And you know what? I just want to say, express a huge thank you and a sincere gratification to you, ladies and gentlemen, and that I'm so grateful for you. Hey, organizationally speaking, collectively together, we enrolled 56. We had 56 new enrollments. Now, very transparently, not everybody is preferred. There were several individuals that enrolled. They didn't place their order, so they're not preferred customers, okay? And the cool thing that Mo Luca does is if you enroll and you didn't place an order, guess what? They don't charge you the $1. They don't charge you the $19. Back in the day, what they would do was if you enroll for $1 or $19, they would charge your account immediately. And then if you didn't place the order by the end of the month, they would automatically process the backup order. Well, they stopped doing that. You're not preferred until you actually place a product order. So if you enroll somebody, or if you go to that section I showed you, and you have individuals there in gray, that means they enroll, but they never place their order, so they're not preferred, okay? So personally, myself, I had 28 enrollments. I began the month with the goal of 30. I fell short, okay? I missed my mark. And very transparently, I had several more individuals that were supposed to enroll either Friday or Saturday that didn't. And, was I disappointed? Of course I was, because, I personally missed my mark, but that's okay. At the end of the day, I have to be satisfied. You have to be satisfied or be grateful for the progress and the production that was made. But then at the same time, just recommitting to our goals and really working toward those. Now, I know that, more than likely, I'm not going to be enrolling 28 preferred customers every single month. And the reality is, when we look at the number 56, if only 20 people out of the 56 said, hey, I'm going to roll up my sleeves and I'm going to enroll, 4 to 5 new preferred customers, well, that number could easily double from 56 to, 112 or 100 plus preferred customers. So it's not necessary that you go out and enroll an army or enroll a lot of people. It's not necessary that you do what it is that I do. However, it is necessary that you do something and that you stay consistent with whatever it is that you're doing, okay? So again, just wanted to share that with everybody. Huge, huge, huge congratulations. Many of you know I actually worked like a Hebrew slave during the month of November. You know, man, I went really, really hard, exhausted myself, and now I'm ready to do it all over again, hit the reset button, and work with those individuals that really want to move this forward, okay? All right, so let me take this particular image down. Okay, uh-oh, I stopped sharing. Hold on, I'll be right back. Let me pull up something else real quick, and then we're going to, okay, I know what I want to do. Give me just a second here. I have to find this other link. I thought, oh no, here it is. All right, we already have it pulled up. So here we go, share, and boom, okay? All right, so many of you know we had the Partner Up Challenge during the month of October and November. Now, if you come to your back office and you hit Business Center, you're not gonna find the Partner Up Challenge, okay? Because what I was able to do, because I understand how websites and things work, I actually saved the link. I kind of, well, yeah, I bookmarked the link. So you can't even see this information anymore in your back office. However, I have the link to it. And this was the Partner Up Challenge. And so the Partner Up Challenge is over. And this is the leaderboard here. And again, like if you click on this name right here, you see Wright and Janet Thurston, 36 points. This guy and his wife, they've earned over $5.5 million with Melaleuca. Kimberly Bertucci, she was one of the ones I recently shared. She earned over $100,000 in a single month, okay? And so for this particular challenge, we ended up in the top 5, but the reality is this probably is going to change. We probably won't end up any lower than number 6. Just because this particular challenge, the director points are not added until the 12th of the month. So there's still going to be some updates on this. And, you know, the reality is, came out here, gave it my all, gave it our all. You know, man, I was partnered up with Mr. Greg Stinson there. And, you know, we just went hard at it. You know, we went hard at it. And as I look back and I reflect, I could have and I should have gone harder. So that way, you know, these points, instead of being 45, would have ended up being, you know, 55, 60 or whatever. But hey, you live and you learn, okay? And what I've learned is, you know, man, when you're doing whatever it is that you're doing, man, don't take your foot off the gas. Like, you have to laser focus and you have to go, because if and when you do, when you look up, you'll be way beyond where you need to be. But the cool thing about it is, hey, just being up here in the top enrollers in the entire company over the last 2 months, okay? Like really competing with some individuals like this lady, where's she at? No, where's she at? This lady here, Erin Clark, she's a corporate director for, she's earned like $2.5 million with the company in the time frame of about 3 years, okay? So our team, we're here, you know, like we were representing on this board for the team. And one of the things I want you, ladies and gentlemen, to understand is that out of all of us, we all probably do Melaleuca different, but it's with the same objective in mind. Enroll new preferred customers, develop directors. That is the objective. If you can understand those two things, enroll new preferred customers and develop directors, then you've unlocked the key to this particular business and growing it, not just short term, but long term, in order to obtain that residual income and the goals that you have personally set for yourself. So again, our team, man, we did phenomenal. We did absolutely phenomenal. Super, super proud. And guess what? November 2019, it's in the history books, okay? And we're just getting started. We're just getting started. November was our second full month back in the business, okay? So let me go ahead and take that down. And now we're going to get into our training here. Give me just a second. New share. Let me pull up the PowerPoint. And this is what I was really excited to share with you, ladies and gentlemen. This particular training, customers are the business, okay? Customers are the business. And again, a huge shout out, you know, to anyone that became, let's see here. All right. Yeah, huge shout outs and congrats to anyone that became a new preferred customer during the month of November. Huge shout out to anybody that received or achieved the incentive You know, we had several different incentives. Huge shout out to anybody that enrolled a preferred customer. You know, whatever it is that you did, you deserve recognition for that. I don't have a whole list of names, but I know, again, a lot of you, ladies and gentlemen, were working. A lot of you are really, really, well, some of you are really, really close to director right now. And when I say close, I mean you're like 3 or 4 or maybe 5 enrollments away from director. And one of the things I would encourage you to do is really, really lock in and focus right now to achieve that milestone early in the month. So that way, as you continue to work towards the end of the month, then, you know, everything else becomes extra, and then you're already progressing toward your next goal, if you will. Let's see here, guys. Let's see. Hold on. Hey, hold on. I need y'all to stay on mute for me. All right. Give me just a second here. All right. So there's a lot of things, again, that we're going to be covering, a lot of little things, because the objective here is not just enroll a lot of preferred customers, but truly, ladies and gentlemen, to retain those customers long term. Because it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort to acquire a new preferred customer. So we talked about the monthly promo. We discussed what we were able to achieve last month as a team, collectively together, you know, and again, thank you for everyone that played a part in that. And I want you, ladies and gentlemen, to understand too, that as long as you remain consistent, what's going to happen is those numbers are going to be reflected in your back office. You're going to look in, you'll have personal enrollment of 4, 8, or 10, and then you'll have new preferred customer growth of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, maybe even 100. So everything is possible as long as you believe it is, and that you're also willing to go to work. And then right before we get into this, I just want to talk about accountability. The Partner Up Challenge was based around accountability and daily activity. And ladies and gentlemen, even without the Partner Up Challenge going right now, it's still imperative to be accountable and to commit to daily activity, you know, given your respective schedules. Accountability is so important, because the reality is none of us work for anybody. You know, man, we are all independent entrepreneurs, if you will, okay? Like, we don't have a boss, all right? However, we all work collectively together to help one another out. And you guys know me, hey, I'm going to pour, give, work till the cows come home, and then even more. So it's just really important to be accountable, you know, in your business. And sadly, you know, like, if there was one thing that really just kind of, let's see, how can I put this? I don't want to say rub me the wrong way, but, oh, okay, I got it. If there was one thing that disappointed me about last month and all that was achieved, is that I see so many individuals that come here, they get excited, you know, man, we have wonderful discussions, we talk about goals, they enroll and they purchase, you know, whatever it is that they purchase, and then they disappear. Like they're not present in the chat, they're not present on the trainings. And I'm saying to myself, I'm just like, man, I don't think people really understand that in order to create success in business, you got to be accountable to somebody. Like, it should start with yourself by actually showing up consistently. Like, how can you expect to be, you know, successful in this business if you don't show up? How can you expect to be successful if you don't take the things that you're being trained on and make application of them ASAP as well as consistently? So again, that's going to be a huge point of emphasis, accountability, because again, not from a production standpoint, I was overly ecstatic about production, but just from an accountability standpoint of individuals not showing up. And I'm just like, man, because I tell all of you, I am available. You can call me, message me, text me, you know, and whatever, I'm available. And I plan on being available. So, you know, with that said, I'm not a mind reader and I'm not a boss, you know, so just understand that we're working together to help each other accomplish our goals. So let's go ahead and get into it. Man, really excited to share this. Take some notes. Also, I'll be sure to make this available to everyone because there's a lot in this particular PowerPoint. There's less than 30 slides, but hey, let's get to it. So customers are the business. One of the things that you have to realize if you're going to be successful in this business, you have to manage your own expectations. Okay, and maybe I just have really lofty expectations. I don't know what it is, but I also understand that I can't expect people to do what it is that I do because I'm just me and that's just what I do, okay? But get this, less than 5% of your friends and family will be interested in a business or the business. However, 100% of people that you know, they actually shop. No one wants to be sold, but everyone loves to shop. If someone is business-minded, they will see the business. And this is so true, and I'm sure you probably can relate to this. You share this information, the overview, with people, and they're just like, I got it, I'm in, where do I sign up? Hey, what do I need to do? You share it with other individuals, and it becomes more of a trying to convince them as to why this makes sense. Now, you may ask yourself, Jacques, what is the difference between the two? It's mindset A and mindset B. That's all the difference is, ladies and gentlemen. It's not money, okay? Like money is the least of the least because everybody has a smartphone. Just about everybody has cable except for me, okay? And so people have money, but the mindset is what allows people to prioritize different things in their life. People say they want to be healthy. Well, do they really want to be healthy? Again, the mindset dictates the choices that we make. So understand whatever you experience in the realm of disappointment, letdown, people saying that they're going to do X, Y, Z and not doing diddly D. I experienced that, multiplied probably times 10. So again, it's all mindset. Understand, you're looking for a particular type of mindset to do the business as well as become a preferred customer. All right, why are directors important? Again, our leadership in action is focusing in on directors. We are, as a team, going to focus in on directors. There's some things already in place and some other things that are coming as we make progress this month, because I believe we are going to build one of the most dynamic teams, not only in Melaleuca, but also in this entire home-based business industry. I just genuinely believe that, all right? So why are directors important? Because the average director contributes about 1,000 product points or volume points to your business. A director never pays out of pocket for their products. Now, I want you, ladies and gentlemen, to understand something here, because I speak to so many people, and, I do hear the common 35 product point objection. 35 product points is about $50 retail, give or take a few dollars, just depending on what someone purchases. Here's the reality. I don't know what your time is worth, but I'll say this. As an entrepreneur, your time should be worth a minimum of $100 an hour. I've earned in excess of several $1,000s in an hour before, okay? Again, I don't know what your time is worth, but the reality is this. Shopping online with Melaleuca will save somebody a bare minimum of an hour worth of their time per month. So already right there, it's worth it, just by means of the time that will be saved by shopping online with Melaleuca and having the products delivered to their front door, okay? The other thing I want to help you to appreciate, even if the order were, let's just say $60, okay? That's $2 a day for better, safer, more cost-effective products. That's $2 a day to get the toxins out your home. That's $2 a day to get better supplementation in your bodies that may contribute to you potentially living longer, being in less pain, having increased energy and better quality of sleep. 30 times 2 is 60. So with that in mind, and the reality is, if you really are a committed Melaleuca shopper, you're going to shop for way more than 35 points per month. You may be a Melaleuca budget shopper, and you may only want to do the minimum of 35 points, but here's what I can share with you. If you make your minimums your maximums, that is what you're going to convey to your team, to your customer group, if you will, okay? So keep that in mind. Don't make the minimum your maximum, okay? So 35 product points, $60, like, that's nothing. It's just not, okay? It's very, very, very doable for everybody, okay? And again, I don't even know everybody's financial circumstances. However, I do know that for the things that we want and the things that we desire, we figure out a way to pay for them, all right? Now, a director never pays for their product. Jacques, what do you mean by that? Because an average director is going to average somewhere about $100, right around, give or take a few, in residual income. A director with 20 preferred customers. See, that's the goal for you, to help you, ladies and gentlemen, not only get to director, but to reach the 2020 club, which is 20 preferred customers and beyond. You're going to get a really nice pin. You're also going to be earning 20% residual income on all of your personal preferred customers that you enroll. All right, so somebody with 20 plus preferred customers is a lifer, okay? Now, all you need to do, and this is very important, to advance all the way to senior director is help 5 people to become directors. Your volume, that's product points, needs to be 20,000. Your PEG, personal enrollment group, needs to be 17,500. Jacques, why the difference or discrepancy? Because someone like myself or someone like a Greg Stinson or someone like a Adria O'Geese or Beth Brown, they could be enrolling individuals and placing them into your customer group. And therefore, just to get to get the senior director, you don't even have to personally be responsible for all of the volume. However, you do have to be responsible for the bulk of it that originates with your personal enrollment group or team, because here's the reality. Nobody is here to build a business for you. We're here to build a business with you. We all build together, okay? So hopefully you got that. If you have questions about it, again, you can ask me later, all right? That senior director. And I'm going to show you here in just a moment what those income levels look like, because the reality is this. Many of you could change your life at senior director. You could fire your boss at senior director. You could do a whole lot of things at senior director. Now, why are directors important? Part 2, okay? And there was just a slight little change here. Again, average director contributes about 1,000 points to your business. Director never pays for their product. Anyone that enrolls 20 or more preferred customers, typically they're going to be a lifer. I've been with Melaleuca 18 years, 2 more years. I'll have 20 years in with Melaleuca. And I said way back in November 2001, I was like, oh man, I'm going to use these products for life, okay? So I made the commitment then. Now, all right. So all you need to do to advance all the way to executive director, understand this, is help 10 people to become directors or develop 10 directors. Your volume has to be 50,000 and your PEG, personal enrollment group, has to be 50,000. That's executive director, okay? Now, I'll share with you, ladies and gentlemen, this. I don't have the luxury of having someone like myself that's consistently working the business and they're placing other preferred customers into my business. Everything, you know, for the majority part, it originates with me. Like, I have to figure it out. I have to make it happen. Just go, 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 go. And you may also be that particular individual where you have to make it happen. And that's okay, because at the end of the day, you don't want to have to, you don't want your results to be reliant upon what Jacques does, if you will, okay? You want your results to be reliant upon what you do and the individuals that you help develop, okay? Now, let's talk about incomes, because I know you, ladies and gentlemen, are entrepreneurs and you want to get paid, and rightfully so, you should want to get paid, okay? So average incomes of senior and executive directors. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at this. Average senior director, you develop 5 directors. Your average ongoing monthly earnings is $3,948 on the low end. So we're going to round that up to $4,000, because if need be, I'll give you the other 52. All right. So on the low end, $4,000. And this is just average. Some senior directors earn well in excess of this, but $4,000 on the low end, $8,300 on the high end. I don't, man, you guys got to stay on mute for me, because that like throws me off when I hear the noise. All right. Like, don't hit any buttons for me, please. All right. Yeah. That just kind of throws off my whole thought process. That's the only thing I don't like about Zoom, is that I can't just mute everybody and you guys stay muted. All right. So okay. Senior director, $4,000 on the low end, $8,300 on the high end. Now, I don't know if y'all have your calculators, but let me just give you a mathematical equation. I'm just going to show you how powerful Senior Director is. If you multiply $8,333.33 times 12, ladies and gentlemen, that is $99,999.96. I'll give you the other 4 cents so that way you'll earn $100,000. You'll be a 6-figure income earner. Jacques, what are you saying? I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sharing with you that if you would work your off, I was going to say I was going to say behind, but then I just said I'm not going to say anything. But anyway, if you'll work, like really, really commit, focus, work, put your head down, go to work and reach Senior Director, you're going to put yourself somewhere between $50,000 and $100,000 in passive residual income per year for the rest of your life. And that's really only the beginning, okay? Like, this is real. And the crazy thing is that Melaleuca has thousands of Senior Directors. Thousands, okay? Now, I'm not the smartest tool in the tool shed. I may not be the hardest working, but I'm saying that if they have thousands, myself and my family, you and your family, you belong in that number. Todd Lawton, you belong in that number. Calvin Pegram, Linda Lawton, Monique Baker, Greg Stinson, Adria, Dorothy Butler, and Alva Tisby, Dr. Regina Turner. Everybody, you guys belong in that number. And see, here's something else I want you to understand. Because I've made several hundreds of thousands of dollars. I've made really good money over the last 7, 8 years, okay? But the reality is this. When I look at the passive residual income versus the income that I've earned, the passive residual income, it pales in comparison. And I'm sitting here and I'm asking myself, Jacques, why is that? And it's because when you look at what Melaleuca offers, consumable wellness products, okay? Health and nutrition products, you know, consumable, that's the key. That's the linchpin to your residual income. They're consumable. People are going to use them. They're going to run out. They're going to require more. That's the key, ladies and gentlemen. This is not just a one-off. Cool, somebody comes in, purchases a value pack, a home conversion pack, or one of the $99 lifestyle packs, or a 35 product point order. That's just the beginning. I'm not here for a bonus. I'm not here for a 50% commission. I'm here for long-term true residual income that just continues to grow. And then if I expire, it's willable to my children, to the next generation. That's why I'm here, okay? All right? Now, of course, I want to be healthy. In addition to that, as a Senior Director, you get a $500 a month car bonus, okay? I don't know what your car payment is, but I'm sure if you keep continuing to refer new Melaleuca customers, Melaleuca is going to send you a $500 a month car bonus. I'm sure you're not going to send it back to them. Who wouldn't want to have their car paid for? All right, so let's speed up the pace a little bit. Executive Director. Help 10 people to become directors, have a monthly organizational volume, and PEG, personal enrollment group volume, of 50,000. Look at your monthly earnings, ladies and gentlemen. 7,600 on the low end. On the low end, you're earning 6 figures. To an average of 25,000 plus a $1,000 a month car bonus. So let's just do the math. If you average 25,000 a month, you're looking at 300,000 a year. The highest year I've ever had was 2015, $240,000. I'll tell you straight up, our lives change. That is way more money than probably all of us need. And when you start earning that type of money, you're just like, wow, I just paid all my bills and I still got all this extra money left. I don't even know what to do with it. Now, you're going to figure out what to do with it. But I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, this is what is in front of all of us. This is on the table. Whether you want to be a $50,000 a year income earner, a 6-figure, multiple 6-figure, or 7-figure income earner, this is not physical labor. This is more mental, emotional, and this is more mental and emotional labor, because here's the reality. All we're doing is sharing information with individuals, and for those that see the value in it, helping them set up a preferred customer shopping account and teaching them how to shop with Melaleuca, and then in turn, wash, rinse, and repeat and do the same. That's it. It is simple, simple, simple. Simple, simple, simple. So again, I don't know what your income goals are. However, I can tell you that if you'll keep working, and you'll work with me, because I see the people that are on the field that are working, okay? Like I see you. And granted, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in the first 30 days. If that was the case, I would have been rich back in October. Okay, it's not going to happen in the first 60 days. If that was the case, I would have been senior director at the end of November. It's going to happen when it's supposed to happen, provided that we keep working. That's when it's going to happen, okay? However, set your goals, work toward those goals if you want to quicken up and pick up the pace. All right, so let's go. Teaching the skill of becoming and creating director. So get to Director 3. Okay, Jacques, what is Director 3? Director 3 is you've personally enrolled 11 preferred customers, minimum. You've helped one of those individuals to become a director, and your organizational volume is 2,500 product points. Okay, 2,500. So you want to reach Director 3, you want to help somebody else do the same, you want to duplicate that process, guess what? Boop, 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 boop. You'll be senior director. All right, small bite-sized chunks. Every single month, at the beginning of the month, log into your business center, look at the monthly promotion. Our first job or our first goal is reach the monthly incentive. Man, those incentives are just awesome, man. Individuals were getting their projectors, their popcorn. Individuals are going to be getting their coffee, their snacks, and just, man, all of that on top of doing what it was that we were already supposed to be doing anyway, which is enrolling new preferred customers and receiving our commissions, okay? So get promo qualified. That's what we want to do at the beginning of every month. See what the promo is. Go ahead and knock that promo out as quickly as possible. Then celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. I love to celebrate you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, this is so much fun. So December, here's the promo. December the 1st through the 19th, enroll 2, okay? Let's enroll 2 like yesterday. If you became a preferred customer last month and or this month, you can offer $1 enrollments, okay? And then if you become a new director this month and enroll a minimum of 4 new preferred customers, guaranteed minimum on your check next, the following month, which is going to be, January, is going to be $500, okay? Now, inside of our Facebook group, you know, again, if you're paying attention there, I put congrats to Dorothy Butler. She enrolled 4 new preferred customers in November. She's now halfway to director. I know she's going to knock that out because she already has some in the pipeline, and she's more than likely going to be like Director 2, maybe even close to Director 3, okay? And let me just say, Miss Dorothy Butler may be the most senior of seniors of all of us, but guess what? She is not afraid. She is not afraid to get her nose, okay? She gets her nose home. Love it, love it, love it. So if you're not already a part of our team Facebook group called It's Your Choice, and you may be saying, well, Jacques, why is the name of the group It's Your Choice? Because the reality is, it is your choice. Better health is your choice. Better financial circumstances is your choice. Everything is your choice. Life is your choice, okay? Every day we have choices and decisions that are solely responsible or up to us. And the question is, which one will we make, okay? Will we choose better or will we choose something else, okay? All right, Director Express, let's go. Use the contact wheel. I'll show you what that is here in a second. Start with a list of 30 to 50 contacts. Print out your phone contacts. Print out your Facebook contacts. Book a business launch. Hey, let's go with those launches here during the month of December. If you don't know what a launch is, basically you contact me, you say, hey, Jacques, I'm ready to do my launch. We're going to set a date. We're going to set a time. You're going to invite anybody who's everybody, and we're going to do your launch. That's your own private personal business launch to launch your business to the moon and beyond. Have your contact tracker ready to go. All right. So here is a Express contact sheet. Again, you know, we can print this out or you can make up your own. You can do this in Excel. This was just on the PowerPoint here. Embrace the follow-up. This is where I win, ladies and gentlemen. This is where I win. Let me real quickly go over these sales statistic numbers. 48% of people never follow up with a prospect. You lose. 25% of salespeople make a second contact and stop. 12% of salespeople only make 3 contacts and stop. Only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. Notice these numbers. 2% of sales are made on the first contact. I very, very rarely contact somebody for the first time and they enroll with Melaleuca. 3% of sales are made on the second contact, 5% made on the third contact, 10% of sales are made on the fourth contact, but get this, 80% of sales are made on the 5th to 12th contact. And many of you, ladies and gentlemen, know that if I personally enrolled you, I followed up with you anywhere between 5 and 12 or more times before you actually came on board as a preferred customer. Is that time consuming? Yes. Is it worth it? I would most definitely say so, beyond a shadow of a doubt. And the reality is, to get to the top of the mountain, there are no shortcuts. You're going to get there through your follow-up, okay? All right, so here is the 5 names per category. This is the contact wheel, just kind of thinking, just jogging our memories, if you will. Now, myself personally, you guys pretty much know how I operate. I operate leveraging social media. I have 5,000 contacts on multiple profiles. I have a phone full of contacts. We have in excess of 20,000 leads as a team. And when I look at social media, there are millions of other people out there, in addition to the fact that we're going to introduce our professionals program, where we're going to have hundreds of thousands of professionals to contact. So the reality is, my mindset, and I would encourage you to develop or adopt the same mindset and belief, and that's, I don't have enough time to contact all the people that I want to contact about Melaleuca. I just don't have enough time. Therefore, I set a schedule. I work very diligently on that schedule, and I just, set my goals. And whether I reach them or not, at least I knew what I was aiming and working toward, okay? All right, TCA, text, call, ask. This can be done via text or Facebook calling. Hey, so-and-so, can I give you a quick call? I love to catch up, but first let me tell you why I'm calling. Can I ask you a question? They say yes. Have you heard of an online shopping club called Melaleuca? And say it slow, because most people have never heard of it. They're going to say, Mela what? Okay. If yes, great. Have you tried their products? If no, oh, that's okay. Most people I talk to have not. Here's the reason for my call. I just started shopping here. I'm loving how convenient it is, how much money I'm saving, and the products are absolutely phenomenal. So again, share whatever story seems natural and right for you. Now, this particular part of the presentation is a lot of scripting, and I'm not going to go through all of it. I'm going to kind of briefly just graze through some of it, and you, ladies and gentlemen, will be able to look at this another time, as well as take these different scripts and adopt it to your own personal conversations, okay? All right, then say, I'd love for you to be my customer. Pause, explain that the Wellness Club is similar to, Costco, Sam's. We have close to 500, 450 wellness products. Get the email, get the phone number, whatever, chit chat about life. Also remember that you can refer people to the yourproductscore.com. That's where they can actually take that survey and see approximately how many product points they would potentially use in their home. Listen, if somebody scores 300 or more on that product score survey, that's almost a whole year's worth of orders, ladies and gentlemen. 35 product points is simple. It's just a matter of us educating and being patient enough to do our due diligence with prospective customers, so that way they can see the rationale or even the reality and the simplicity of what it is that we're sharing. Understand, people have been shopping a certain way at certain stores for years. All of a sudden, we introduce Melaleuca, and we're like, hey, I want you to change, be my customer. It's going to take time. Like their mindset, like it's just going to take time. So be in a position to manage your own expectations, okay? All right. Now, so you can just add, these little tidbits. I thought of you because of your interest in health and wellness. I know how much you care about the environment. I thought of you because of how crazy busy you are. I know you have young kids and you want better, safer, non-toxic products in the home. I thought of you because I know how discerning you are about skincare. I thought of you because of recent health concerns. I thought of you because you were budget conscious. Listen, if you really talk to people and have conversations with them, most people, okay, I've found that the overwhelming majority have some type of health challenge. Now, it may take a minute for you to uncover that, but once you do, then you can share product specifics that we have that'll help them out, okay? Somebody asked me recently, they said that their wife didn't like the shakes, but wanted to know if we had a pill that actually assisted with weight loss. I recommended the Nutritherm. Jacques, how did you know about the Nutritherm? Because when I played the overview and shared that, the one lady, Maria, she actually talks about the Nutritherm product, okay? And so I went, read up on it, and recommended it, and that individual is going to order the Nutritherm for their wife, okay? So again, it's really about listening to customers, and then also taking the time to actually walk or hold customers' hands through this particular shopping experience because it's new, okay? All right, product checklist, okay. So when you send the productscore.com, you ask individuals to let you know what their product score is. Then we have the wellnesscatalog.info, which is the Melaleuca Country magazine. We have the makeup catalog. If you want to see the savings packs, that's savingspacks.info. And then here's some other information. So, you know, that you can use in your conversation with individuals. Now, this is a lot of information here, okay? This is a lot of information. Again, I'm not going to go through, I'm not going to read through all of these particular points. However, you know, when somebody sends you their product score, there's a conversation for that. That's the first bullet point. You can use the Quick Share Pro in the back office of Melaleuca to share an overview with individuals. We have the recorded overviews. We're going to be doing a lot more. I'm going to be transitioning to actually doing the entire overview myself. Again, one of the primary reasons I have, well, actually there's two primary reasons that I haven't been doing those. But again, we'll talk about that another time, another day. But just know that, man, I'm going to be doing those recorded overviews like a madman. Then I'm going to be recording them and leveraging them the same way that we leverage the ones that we have now. Okay, so that's that. Now, assume the enrollment. I always assume the enrollment. I assume, hey, like, man, you're getting started with me. Like, you're talking to me. You picked up the phone when I followed up. So, hey, let's go ahead and get your account set up, you know. So again, these are just some really, really good points to share with individuals as you look to enroll them as new preferred customers. Again, assume the enrollment. Now, when you assume the enrollment online, here you can say, here's the enrollment link, and then you can give them the directions or the instructions on how to go through that particular process. We made a video. I'll probably have to go back and redo the video because Melaleuca actually simplified the enrollment process. I mean, literally the enrollment process takes about 5 minutes. Actually, I'm going to make a video because there's 3 different ways I do enrollments. I'll send somebody a link, which I don't like to do that much anymore. I'll do a phone verified enrollment, or I'll enroll them on the computer, okay? Like myself, while I'm on the phone with them. So here's what I want you, ladies and gentlemen, to take note of. This is very important. With every enrollment, and you guys know if you've been on a 3-way call with me or if you've heard me live, before I get Melaleuca on the line, I'll go over 2 different things. Number 1, their level of participation. Are they 1, 2, or 3? 1 is just a customer, 2 is part-time income, 3 is full-time income. The second thing I want to make sure of is that they understand the backup order. We do not have an auto ship. Please get that particular word out of your vocabulary. No auto ship with Melaleuca. We have a backup order which protects your preferred customer membership benefits in the event that if you do not place a 35 product point order by the end of the month, Melaleuca will transact the backup order that you have selected on file and charge that or process that to the form of payment that you have on file. That's what a backup order is. We don't want people getting backup orders because guess what? If they get one within the first 3 months of enrollment, you nor I, we don't get paid. It is what it is, okay? All right. So this is the Online Shopping Club. All right, here's some scripts. Again, I'm not going to go over these, but I know some of you like scripts, okay? Here are the scripts. Many of you, ladies and gentlemen, already know because of my history with the company, because of my experience in the home-based business industry, I don't like have scripts, if you will. I just kind of create on the go because I understand the objectives and I understand my bullet points or the outline of what I want to cover in any given conversation. You've also seen me do my live social media prospecting, where I'll create like a script on the spot, and I'll figure out things that I want to say the way that I want to say it. And I'll just say, okay, well, cool, here it is. Because at the end of the day, I don't want us all out there on social media just copying and pasting the same information and sounding like, duplicate copies of one another. Again, I want this to be natural, want it to be free flowing. However, there are things that you can do and implement that are going to save you time and make things more efficient. Okay. All right. So again, here's some more scripts. I'm not going to go through all of these. I'm going to make sure that you, ladies and gentlemen, have access to this particular PowerPoint. That way you can go in, study, look at, customize, and again, write out what your plan is, write out what your objective is, write out what you want your script to be. There's nothing wrong with using a script. Don't get me wrong. When I first started out years ago, I was using a script, okay? It's just that I found now that it's a lot easier for me to just free flow and just pivot through my conversations without being tied to a script. I just know the objectives, okay? But again, do what works for you, but at the same time, just make sure that you consistently do something. All right, more scripts, okay? More scripts, okay? All right, more scripts, okay? All right, so what's next? Your most important job begins. Loyal customers will provide your family and many other families you know and love with lifetime residual income, product exposure, regular touches. You guys have heard me talk about touches. You've heard me talk about contacts. You've heard me talk about prospecting, exceptional customer service, a standing monthly order day call. So one of the things that we want to get into the habit of doing, again, is following up with our customers, making sure or trying to make sure that no one gets a backup order. And then for ourselves personally, we want to put forth the effort to try to make sure that we purchase our products before the 10th of the month. I would say the 5th, but a lot of times I'll wait till they send out the email that I've qualified for the previous month's promotion. And then when I get that email, I'll place my order. But I used to actually place my orders on the 1st. But if you place the order too fast and they haven't sent whatever, then you don't get your incentive to the next month. I want my incentives. But again, you want to place your order, your personal order, that is, early in the month, so that way you have it out the way, and the rest of the month, if you're a marketing executive, you can focus on building your business. And again, you don't ever have to worry about receiving that backup order. So ideas that work. Drop products into your cart, take a screenshot, use the product checklist results, set products on your kitchen counter and take a picture, share success stories, set them up for ordering, and make sure that they're taking advantage of the the $100 in loyalty shopping dollars, okay, which can be used in $20 increments. Now, something else really quick. You guys, if you go to my Facebook page, you'll notice I haven't put anything about Melaleuca or its products out there on my Facebook. And I purposely have not done that for the last 2.5 months. That probably will shift next year, but literally what I wanted to prove, and I knew it could be done, is that you can build your business, your Melaleuca business, without putting it on Facebook, okay? And then there's a certain way that Melaleuca wants you to put things on Facebook. And again, I just go out there and search a lot of the top marketing executives, and I see what it is that they're doing, and I'll be modeling that later on down the road. But for right now, the thing that has been most effective for me is literally reaching out to people in the messenger and getting their number and connecting with them on the phones or calling people on my phone. Like, that is what has been working for me. Connecting with people on the phone, okay? All right, so this is some examples of what they were saying or what was being shared in that last slide as far as just acquiring customers and just showing different examples of how it is that we shop and the benefits of shopping with Melaleuca. So you have a 48-hour shopping credit. Again, you can send that over to your new preferred customer. You can share, speaking of the Nutritherm, there it is in that picture. You can share with your new preferred customers some of your favorite products. Take a picture. You can share with your new preferred customers what a 35 product point order looks like. Again, it's all about customer service, thinking, working outside of the box, and just continuing to be committed to the process. All right, all roads lead back to Melaleuca. I celebrate reactivations and re-enrollments, okay? I've helped a number of different individuals that were Melaleuca customers years ago that were not a part of my organization or affiliated with me in any kind of way to reactivate or re-enroll with Melaleuca. The old business reports are in the compensation plan area. Look for members you invited to. Okay, so we have our team Facebook group. Again, we're going to be leveraging that group a lot more. There's a ton of information that's going to be shared in there. Just hadn't been over there too much in the Facebook group, just because, you know, the reality is that we're not a very big team, okay? However, we are growing. I'd love to have the opportunity to show you all the new products and services we have. What's your email? I can send you over the full product links. Okay, again, that's something that you can send to someone. Here's some conversations. And you, ladies and gentlemen, know I've shared with you many a conversation that I've had with individuals. And you see, it's the same basic format. It's the same scripts, if you will. You know, like, I'm simple. I'm really, really simple. Trust me. I can't be too complicated. I just can't be, because I'll be confused if I'm too complicated. All right? Trust the process. So this is really important here as we prepare to wrap up. Be married to the activity, not the result. This is really essential, ladies and gentlemen, because here's the reality. Some of you are going to have to go through the activity longer than others before you produce results. That's just the way it is. We all progress at different rates. One thing I can assure you is, as long as you continue to build your contact list, okay, or build your friends list, or continue to prospect, you know, whatever it is, and you really become comfortable in your own skin as far as sharing this information with individuals or inviting them to our live overview, which, by the way, I have to make out the schedule for December this evening, and I'll actually put that link in the group, and you guys will know what days and what times. Okay, like, no, not every day or every Saturday are we doing 5 overviews in a day. Okay, like, that stuff, it was really, really exhausting. Like, man, I sacrificed my whole Saturday, you know, to do that. All right, but again, you know, man, this is all about sacrifice. But getting back to what I was saying, it's the activity. Okay, that's what you have to be married to. And when I started back 2.5 months ago in the middle of September, my activity level was very low. All right, y'all, man, like, this is pretty easy stuff. Just stay on mute, okay? All right. So, all right. So I started off, you know, relatively low as far as my activity. And then I increased that activity in the month of October. And then I shifted up a couple of gears during the month of November. And so, you know, man, again, very transparently, man, I was exhausted, you know, man, absolutely exhausted today when I woke up. Even with peak performance, I was exhausted. But, you know, I'm feeling a whole lot better now. And so the thing that's going to take place is I'm personally looking to exponentially increase my own activity, because I want to be on the phones and on this social media like a madman. Like, that's just what I want to do. And what I understand is that there's different levels of momentum, okay? So if you, and I'll break these numbers down here in a second, but depending on how quickly you want to build or what results you want, it's all about, you know, getting the ball rolling. You know, like, you can enroll 2 to 4 customers per month and still, over the course of a year, make very significant progress, even if not get to senior director in your business. However, when you start enrolling somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 or more preferred customers in a given month, and then other individuals start to enroll 2 to 4, then you can see that's more momentum that's going to pick up. All right. So again, it's all about the activity. The only difference, you know, the biggest difference between myself and other individuals is just the activity. And all of what I've done and what I've been doing the last 2.5 months is documented. It is documented. It's either on one of these sheets here, or it's written down in this notebook here. And this is like day after day. Everything is documented. And, you know, very transparently, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people, they treat this like a hobby. And so it's kind of like, you know what, I'll work it when I get around to it. You see, I don't have a job. I haven't had a job in the last 8 years. I do have, you know, some other streams of income, if you will, However, a lot of what I've been doing in my business has been phased out and downsized. You know, I did that myself so I could really focus on Melaleuca. And the reality is I'm looking to make Melaleuca my primary source of income. So me prospecting, me being in the trenches daily, me pouring into you, ladies and gentlemen, that is non-negotiable for me. Like, I have to do this. Like, if I had a job where I went to the job and they said, well, Jacques, hey, these are your responsibilities and this is what you need to do this job and to get paid, that's what I would have to do. So what I'm sharing with you is that in this business, you have to treat it like a business, but you have to work it like a job. It has to be non-negotiable. You have to discipline yourself, even when you're not getting the results, because you understand, again, it's not the results that I'm married to, it's the activity. And the difference between my October and November was the level of activity. The difference in a lot of you, ladies and gentlemen, business is going to be the activity. There's going to be good people, there's going to be exceptional people, and then there's going to be people that are out of sight that come into our respective businesses. There's going to be people that as soon as they come in, they're going to take off like a rocket. There's going to be other people that are going to grow slow like bamboo. But then once they finally start growing, it's going to be like, wow, I never knew that person. So you have to consider all of those variables, but at the end of the day, you have to be married to the activity. It's the activity, okay? The activity. So morning Zooms. And again, let me be transparent again because I'm just a transparent dude. These are not even my slides, okay? These are slides that I got from somewhere else, and I actually modified them, and bada boom, bada bing. Morning Zooms, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. We do a morning Zoom accountability call. Daily power hours. Well, we're going to get to that in our power hour. I already have, that's going to kind of be like our workflow power hour. Accountability chat. Our chat, our team chat that we have is basically an accountability chat. You know, like, man, I'm letting you guys know what it is that I'm doing, what it is that we have going on. Because I want you to imagine, if you will, enrolling, you know, a lot of people, being responsible for doing a lot of three-ways, being responsible for playing all the overview calls, being responsible for starting the daily accountability, and who knows what else, along with a family and other responsibilities. And it's a lot. It is a lot if you want to live life on your own terms. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it one bit. It's simple, though. It's very, very simple. So we have our accountability chat. Keep good records, be organized, have your own system. If you started with us in September, you know that I was a hot mess when it came to my organization and keeping good records. I wrote it all down. I can't tell you where it's at, but it's in here somewhere. And I've gotten better, and I'm going to continue to get better. Know your numbers, okay? Like, what are your numbers? Like, we already know 8 gets you to director. 10 with a volume of 1,000, that's director 2. 11 with 1 personal director developed and 2,500 volume, that gets you to director 3. Do you know your numbers in your business? Do you know what it takes to advance? Do you know what it takes to earn whatever level of income you desire? Do you know what it takes to reach senior director? That's 5 directors that you personally enrolled or developed, okay? And 20,000 volume, 17,500 in PEG, personal enrollment group. Do you know what it takes to get to executive director? 10 directors, 50,000 in group volume, 50,000 in PEG. Do you know your numbers? This is a business. This is not a hobby, okay? If you want hobby results, treat it like a hobby. If you want business results, treat it like a business. Here's the reality. We all have $1 million business. Jacques, how can you say that? How do you know that's true? Because there are more than a few people, actually over 450 documented families that have earned in excess of $1 million with Melaleuca. We have $1 million business. Tell me how many places you can go to and get $1 million job. That you haven't spent 10 years in school actually acquiring certain, whatever. For average people, I'm an average guy. I can't just go out and get $1 million job. Okay, it just is what it is. Average guy like me, didn't finish college, do have a high school diploma, can't go out and get a 6-figure job. I can't. But you best believe I can start and run a 6 or 7-figure income business. and you, ladies and gentlemen, have the same opportunity. What is on the table for all of us, ladies and gentlemen, is truly life-changing. And the wonderful part that I love about it is that once we do it, we won't have to do it again. We'll just keep on building on top of everything that we've already established and built. See, for the last 8 years as a full-time entrepreneur, every 12 to 24 months, I was starting over with something new. That's exhausting, okay? Like, I don't know how many more start overs with something new I have left in me. Like, it just is what it is. It's like you work a job for 12 to 24 months, you get to the top of the pay scale, and then boom, you got to go start over and start at the bottom of the pay scale someplace new. Why do that? No fun in that. No fun in that. And some of the other things, which I don't even want to get too deep into, that, I plan on doing for the team and just a whole lot of other things, man, I'm just super excited about the future. Melaleuca has 2 to 3 trips per year that they're willing to pay, all expense paid trips for us when we start reaching senior and executive director. And I'm just going to go out on a limb and say it now. Every single one of us has the opportunity, bare minimum, to develop a senior director business. Every single one of us, okay? And then out of us, there are some that are going to go on to develop executive director, national director, corporate director, and then presidential businesses. If you know me, if you work with me, if you know my mindset, or if you've been around me any amount of time, you already know. I aim for the top. Like there's nothing else. Like everything else is just on my way and in between. I aim for the top. That's just the goal. Whether I hit it or not doesn't matter. That's just the goal. And therefore, my mindset and my work ethic continues to put forth the effort that is required in order for me to keep going. So again, I don't know what your goals are. However, my goal, my objective is to help you reach your goals, because I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, when I do that, and when we do it together, when I help you reach your goals, number one, many of you are going to be like, okay, Jock, you helped me get here. Guess what? I want to go there now. And that's going to be totally cool. But also, we all know the phrase, the age-old adage, help enough people get what they want, and you're ultimately going to get what it is that you want. It's the law of reciprocity, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I give, and I pour, because I understand, hey, I'm like, this, man, this, my effort, I already know, because it's always paid off through the years. I already know it's going to pay huge dividends. There's no doubt about that. But I want you to understand something, though. To me, and this is just my mindset and perspective of the business, senior director pays my bills, okay? Because like I said, I'm transitioning everything to Melaleuca. Senior director pays my bills. Executive director pays for my lifestyle. So that's how I look at it. And anything beyond that, man, it's just extra. Like it just is what it is. Because again, a good $10,000, $20,000 residual passive income, man, you can live a really good life. You can drive whatever you want. You can vacation wherever you want. You can eat whatever you want. Just don't get like, I'm not a jewelry person. I do like nice clothes, but and I don't like to everything that I went through over the last 8 years. Hey, I don't like to waste money. Like I don't mind investing money in the business. My wife would tell you, I'm the type of person, I invest in the business before I go buy some food at the grocery store. I'm just like, look, this business money we're spending, this is going to pay off. Like, we're going to write this off in tax. That grocery store money, we'll figure that out. But, again, maybe I'll have to edit that part out of the video. Y'all going to get me in trouble. Y'all don't tell my wife I said that. But anyway, I think you really get the point of what it is that I'm sharing with you, is that, again, you have to have goals, things that you're working toward. And the reality is this. Why set the bar low knowing that you can go jump over it? Why not set the bar high to see, man, really how far you can stretch? At the beginning of November, Greg Stinson to tell you, man, I told him my goal was 30 preferred customers for the end of the month. So, I had 28 enrollments. I fell short. Am I going to beat myself up? No, I'm not. You know what? Because November, ladies and gentlemen, in all transparency, it was my best month ever. Now, will it be the highest check that I've gotten in Melaleuca? I don't know. Probably not. But from a productivity standpoint, it was the best month ever. And here's the reality. I could not have done it without you, ladies and gentlemen, believing as well as rolling up your sleeves and going to work. So again, I wholeheartedly say thank you, thank you, thank you. We talked about know your numbers. And then the last thing is own your business. Like, man, you are the deal. You are the business. Own it, man. And let me help you out along the way. So that pretty much wraps up everything. Again, if you have questions, feedback, comments, you can go ahead and put those in the chat real quick. You ladies and gentlemen know that I'm most assuredly available to help you out. Our goal, again, and it may be a bold and audacious goal, but it's literally for me to help 20 of you to advance to director and beyond during this month of December. And then understand January the 4th is our launch events at locations all around the nation. And that will literally set the pace for you, ladies and gentlemen. Like literally, we're setting things up to make 2020 the best year of our life thus far. And the only way that that's going to take place is we have to work for it. We just have to work for it. So I'm here, I'm committed, I'm locked in. And again, I'm getting ready to scale the activity up, but more so as the team grows, what was I going to say? As the team grows, I probably won't be doing as many personal enrollments, if you will, because my time should be spent helping you, ladies and gentlemen, do whatever it is that you need done to grow and advance your businesses. So in the interim, though, if y'all not contacting me, okay, I'm going to be out prospecting and enrolling because I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. Let's see. Let me see. Was there something else I wanted to cover? All right, best month ever. Yep, had a great month. Yeah, I think that was it. So let me see if there were any comments, anything. And again, appreciate everybody's time. All right, no diggity. All right, so tell the truth. Ooh, yeah. Okay. All right, so let me share something with y'all because this photo thing is tricky. Hold on, give me just a second. Let me stop share. Okay, this photo thing is tricky. Give me, shucks. Let me see here. They're not gonna let me look at my desktop. You cannot, oh, so I'm recorded. All right, so this is what worked for me. All right, well, anyway, so that's the end of the training. We'll see y'all when we see y'all inside the Leadership in Action magazine.